Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. More information about Robyn Brown has been made public in Sister Wives Season 19, and viewers have found it challenging to accept her lack of candor in the wake of Garrison Brown's death. Robyn, the fourth and only surviving wife of Kody Brown, the patriarch of the Brown family, has been having a hard time accepting the events of the past several years. She married Kody with the intention of staying married in several marriages for the rest of their lives, but when Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Mary Brown decided to divorce Kody, that changed. Robyn's chances to acknowledge her problems with Kody's previous marriages have increased as Sister Wives Season 19 has progressed. Instead of passively supporting Kody as he deals with his emotions of betrayal by his previous spouses, Robyn has been encouraging her husband to prioritize her and their children while enabling him to disregard his other children. Robyn is now lying to viewers during her confessional interview moments, since she has suffered a great deal of sorrow since Garrison's death. She appears to be a villain because of her dishonesty. The Brown family has made a concerted effort to share as much of their experiences as possible in order to benefit society, despite the fact that Sister Wives Season 19 has been difficult for everyone. Some topics are enjoyable to talk about or don't hurt anyone, but others can be challenging for the family to address or clarify on camera. Following the untimely death of their son Garrison, Kody and Janelle's family gathered to discuss his life and what this meant for their family going ahead. Regretfully, Robyn wasn't open and truthful about her experiences on the show. Even though Robyn has been a prominent antagonist on Sister Wives for years, the most trying times for her have probably been during the last few years when Kody was going through his divorces and venting his emotions on her. Robyn was making a concerted effort to distance Kody from his older children at those times, and Kody's relationships with his children were also suffering. Robyn has insisted that she has remained out of things, even though she is aware that her husband wants relationships with his children. Although Robyn's role in Kody's distance is known to Sister Wives watchers, she declines to accept responsibility. The rest of the Brown family has long been open about their thoughts and feelings on their time on Sister Wives. However, Robyn has been reserving her truth. Although Christine, Janelle, and Mary might not have always felt comfortable sharing their true feelings, Kody's ex-wives have hardly ever kept anything about their life private on the show. The first three women have been more forthcoming with their feelings, intentions, and behavior than Robyn, unless they were trying to keep the rest of the family from being unflattering on film. Robyn has consistently been a bit more restrained and distant throughout Sister Wives' run, even though she is aware that the other Kody's wives have been forthright and honest about their feelings. Robyn has been upfront about some aspects of her life, but she isn't very transparent about how she talks to Kody, manipulates him, and persuades him to do what she wants rather than what's best for everyone. Robyn has repeatedly been found hiding details or refusing to discuss her involvement in the extensive family conflict over the show's run. After continuously refusing to reveal her actual feelings, Robyn's public image has gotten worse than it has ever been as she has progressed through the most recent seasons of Sister Wives. Viewers of Sister Wives have enjoyed seeing Kody's ex-wives open up more about their emotions, relationships, and choices, but Robyn's transition through a challenging period has been challenging. Regular fans of Sister Wives have found it more difficult to relate to Robyn since, despite her candor about some things, she's been blatantly dishonest and evasive about others. Viewers of Sister Wives have frequently had a negative impression of Robyn and her interests, but as she has persisted in refusing to be honest, it has become increasingly evident that she is a little worse than what people believe. Robyn frequently gives the impression that she only wants to be correct about Kody and their family, rather than using Sister Wives as a forum to try and share her experiences and let others benefit from her errors. Robyn's reluctance to discuss her own experiences has been somewhat ridiculous, even in the face of tragedy. Robyn revealing her truths and experiences could significantly change how Sister Wives viewers perceive Kody's lone surviving wife, even though it might only be helpful to a certain extent. It could be beneficial to see Robyn follow suit, since Kody has begun to be more open about his experiences and the way he has lived over the years the program has been on. Despite her history of selective transparency, Robin might be able to change her followers' perceptions of her if she is open and honest with them. Viewers of Sister Wives place a higher value on the character's honesty than anything else. Viewers of Sister Wives could be able to relate to Robin if she talked about what happened that caused her to act in certain ways, or if she talked about what happened that made her feel she couldn't talk about her struggles. Even though it might not fix the problems Robin has had with her viewers, if she can trust them with her feelings, it might be a sign of faith and trust going forward. Robin should feel comfortable trusting the Sister Wives fans after years of being a cast member. Without a doubt, Sister Wives is a multiverse of bizarre connections. Kody Brown formerly had 4 wives and 18 children. He is now left with his 4th wife and their 5 children after the first 3 spouses abandoned him over the years. Robin's children did not get along well with Kody's other children, and they did not get along with him either. The distance between them grew as they always thought that Robin was Kody's favorite. The family on Sister Wives just said goodbye to their brother Garrison, who passed away. The whole family was shaken by the occurrence and came to understand how fleeting life is. Therefore, it's not necessary for everyone to conclude things negatively. Perhaps this is the reason Madison, the daughter of Kody and Janelle, has chosen to patch things up with Robin's children. She is prepared to move on and let the past go. Maddie, one of the Sister Wives, honors her brother Garrison. A time back, Sister Wives star Madison gave birth to her 3rd child. She announced the birth of her daughter, Amelia Estelle Brush, and posted her first photo to Instagram. "Our sweet girl took her time, keeping us all in suspense," Maddie said. But when she decided it was time, she wasted no time at all. She was born on March 14th, and she was flawless. The infant girl in the pink onesie looked very cute in the picture. Estelle means star, according to a fan, so Maddie honored Garrison by doing the same. The buzz was confirmed by Maddie in the reply area. In fact, her daughter's name pays homage to her deceased sibling. Sister Wives. Madison wants to apologize and put an end to her argument with Robin's children. Fame from Sister Wives at last, Madison is prepared to embark on a new adventure with her family. A few years ago, the diva relocated to North Carolina, and now her mother, Janelle, has followed suit. We recently witnessed the family on Sister Wives say goodbye to their brother, Garrison, with tears in their eyes. She learned from the disaster to embrace life and let go of the hurt. Maddie recently discussed her peculiar relationship with her father with her siblings. She wants to change the bad relationship she had with her father and his 4th wife. Although Maddie is still upset about what transpired, she has no control over her own reactions or reciprocations. She's still debating what to do and how. Madison clarified that she is deeply sorry for Robin's children. She wants to have a conversation with them and express her regret for all of the family's misfortunes. Maddie went on to say that she has nothing against them and would even like to sit down with them to share her viewpoint. She went on to say that she is deeply sorry to them if she has ever done anything to cause them pain. Madison admitted that aside from that, she is unsure of what else to say. However, she apologizes if she has ever hurt them. Even Janelle had expressed how terrible Garrison's passing was, but how it somehow united the whole family. If the Brown youngsters can ever let the past be the past, only time will tell. The Brown family's unusual way of life instantly enthralled audiences when Sister Wives debuted in 2010. The program provided a close-up view of Kody Brown's life and that of his 3 wives at the time, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, who would soon be joined by Robin. The children growing up in the midst of it all, however, captivated fans just as much as the multiple marriage. They weren't only supporting roles. As their victories and setbacks were shown on film, the Brown kids became a crucial element of the show. However, some of those children are now, almost 20 years later, revealing what it truly means to grow up on reality TV, and their disclosures are causing some people to take notice. Growing up on the set, Kody and Christine Brown's daughter, Gwendolyn Brown, has become one of her siblings' most outspoken members. She remembers the early days of Sister Wives with mixed feelings, having only been 8 when filming started. Fame was a thrilling new thing at the moment, and the cameras were like family. As she reflected on her early experiences, Gwendolyn said, "We just got thrown into fame and thrown into money. And I ceased needing and wanting things. Without hunger, a child's life is much easier. At first, it was really a blessing. She acknowledges that the exposure altered everything. Her family was able to escape what she called a poverty lifestyle thanks to the financial gain. The trade-off, however, wasn't that easy. Not getting paid for fame. Gwendolyn's perspective changed as she grew older. It started to feel more like a job, without pay, than an experience. She disclosed, the parents were the only ones paid by the network. We weren't paid, but I'm not sure if they expected the parents to pay us kids. According to Gwendolyn, the Brown children were not paid directly by the network, even though they frequently performed adult-like duties and were frequently featured on the show. Like her, the children had a key role in the popularity of the show, but they were not compensated. The intervention of a mother. Eventually, Christine Brown made an effort to alter that. She started paying her kids for their time when she saw how involved they were in the filmmaking process. Gwendolyn claimed that while it wasn't significant, it was a positive move. Although the children weren't initially paid, Christine has openly acknowledged that she eventually worked to save money for them as they grew older. Still, that doesn't seem like enough to a lot of admirers. Supporters view Christine's action as a sincere, albeit long-delayed, gesture because she is one of the show's most sympathetic characters. TLC responded to the scandal by saying, compensation is handled in accordance with contractual commitments and applicable labor laws and regulations, without delving into the details of the children's arrangements. Whether the children ever had contracts of their own was not made clear in the announcement. Encouragement of Gwendolyn. Fans came together in support of Gwendolyn as her frank remarks circulated. Viewers flooded in with comments praising her fortitude and honesty. Gwen, of course, with all due respect to her wife. I adore Gwen. This is so inspiring for @Gwendolyn Brown. I adore it. Deeper discussions regarding the treatment of children in reality TV, especially in long-running programs that capitalize on family dynamics, have been spurred by her candor. The voices of people who grew up with sister wives are finally calling for recognition as the storyline continues to change. Robin Brown, the once sympathetic fourth wife in TLC's long-running Sister Wives franchise, has seen a dramatic shift in public perception over the past few seasons. While many fans initially embraced Robin as a soft-spoken, emotional, and devoted mother who brought a fresh spirit into the Brown family's plural marriage, recent episodes and revelations have prompted a growing number of viewers to question her sincerity, intentions, and, more pointedly, her honesty. The irony is that Robin may not be as villainous as social media paints her, but her persistent lack of transparency, her emotionally curated persona, and her selective storytelling have created a version of her that seems far worse than reality. Viewers feel that Robin rarely tells the full truth, not just to her fellow wives and Kody Brown, but to the camera and audience as well, and in a show built on the raw vulnerability of polygamy, that omission speaks volumes. It's not just about what Robin says, it's what she doesn't say. The tearful silences, the half-truths, the facial expressions that suggest guilt even when her words suggest innocence. And when contrasted with the increasingly blunt honesty of Christine, Janelle, and even Mary, Robin's polished responses and emotional evasions come off as manipulative, not misunderstood. Fans are growing frustrated not necessarily with Robin herself, but with the carefully filtered version of her that she continues to present, and that lack of authenticity is turning her into the very thing she never wanted to be, the villain of the story. There's a noticeable pattern to how Robin communicates on the show. Whether it's during emotional family conversations or private confessionals, Robin's words are often cloaked in ambiguity. She frequently says she wants peace and unity, and claims that her heart breaks for the fractured family. Yet, fans have repeatedly pointed out that her actions don't always align with those sentiments. For instance, when Christine made the difficult choice to leave Kody, Robin publicly mourned the loss of the plural structure, but behind the scenes, many felt she subtly celebrated the newfound exclusivity of her relationship with Kody. She lamented Christine's departure as a blow to the family, but she didn't reach out in the way viewers expected, not with empathy or vulnerability, but with passive disappointment that seemed more about herself than Christine's happiness. This contradiction left many feeling like Robin wasn't being fully truthful, not about her grief, and certainly not about her relief. Robin had long stated that she didn't want to be Kody's only wife, but when it happened, she didn't fight it. She settled into monogamy, with barely a blink. And viewers noticed. Even more troubling is Robin's frequent portrayal of herself as the outsider, someone who never intended to disrupt the original dynamic and who tried to befriend the other wives. While that may be true on the surface, fans have uncovered a trail of passive-aggressive behavior, unspoken power plays, and moments of silent triumph that paint a different picture. Robin often presents herself as the peacemaker, but she rarely takes accountability for how her presence and the nature of her relationship with Kody upended the original sister-wife dynamic. From the beginning, Kody's obsession with Robin was palpable. He gushed about her beauty, spent more time at her house, and made decisions that favored her and her children, even at the expense of the others. And yet Robin has continuously acted shocked by accusations of favoritism, insisting she's not the favorite, despite mountains of evidence to the contrary. The dissonance between what Robin says and what fans see makes it hard to believe her, and it creates a version of her that seems dishonest, even if her intentions aren't malicious. Then there's the question of her emotional displays. Robin is known for crying, often and dramatically, and while there's nothing wrong with showing emotion, viewers have grown skeptical of how her tears always seem to coincide with deflection. When the family is being held accountable, Robin cries. When Kody lashes out at the other wives, Robin cries. When someone questions her place in the family, Robin cries. These tears, once viewed as empathy, are now being perceived as a tactic, one that derails difficult conversations and shifts the emotional burden onto others. Rather than engaging in real accountability, Robin's tears function like a shield. And while she may genuinely feel overwhelmed, the pattern of emotional deflection makes it seem like she's trying to manipulate the narrative instead of owning her part in the dysfunction. Fans are tired of the theatrics. They want honesty. They want clarity. And more than anything, they want Robin to stop pretending that she's just a passive bystander in a family she helped reshape. Robin's unwillingness to address the real reasons the family fractured only adds fuel to the fire. While Christine and Janelle have been refreshingly candid, openly discussing the lack of intimacy, love, and mutual respect in their marriages to Kody, Robin continues to paint a hazy picture. She often implies that the breakdown happened suddenly, or due to the other wives' unwillingness to follow Kody's rules. She rarely, if ever, admits that Kody's obsessive attention to her was a major catalyst for the collapse of the plural marriage. Instead, she positions herself as a victim of decisions made by others, when in reality, her passivity in moments of crisis was just as impactful as active sabotage. Viewers aren't asking Robin to be perfect. They're asking her to be real, to stop hiding behind the narrative that she's blameless, to admit that she benefited from Kody's emotional favoritism, even if she didn't ask for it, and to finally say out loud what everyone has known for years, that the family broke apart because one relationship was prioritized over all the others. One of the most glaring examples of Robin's selective honesty involves Coyote Pass, the infamous piece of land that was supposed to represent the future of the Brown family. Robin repeatedly said she wanted the family to live close together, to rebuild their community, and to preserve the plural lifestyle. But when plans to build on Coyote Pass stalled and the family fractured even further, Robin didn't take initiative. She didn't offer her home as a neutral meeting ground. She didn't push for unity the way she claimed she wanted to. Instead, she stayed with Kody in her luxurious home, separate from the chaos, watching as the dream of unity crumbled. And when fans questioned this, Robin's responses were vague, if not completely dismissive. She often blamed finances, time, or emotional roadblocks, but never once did she admit that she had the power to do more and didn't. Her omissions became louder than her words, and her honesty began to feel carefully edited, both by herself and the show. To be clear, this isn't a call to vilify Robin Brown. In many ways, she is a deeply empathetic figure, one who entered a difficult situation, tried to do her best, and became overwhelmed by the complexity of it all. It's entirely possible that Robin truly didn't expect her relationship with Kody to eclipse the others. It's possible that she felt trapped between loyalty to her husband and compassion for the other wives. But what viewers can't reconcile is her continued refusal to say what needs to be said. The silence, the tears, the vague answers. These don't make her look better. They make her look worse. They make her seem disingenuous. And in a show built on emotional transparency, that's the quickest way to lose the audience's trust.